we see one of the most beautiful moments in the Iliad, although I think that many people, when they read the Iliad for the first time, just gloss this over. It's very easy to miss the beauty of it when you read it for the first time. But for people like us who've been reading it and rereading it so many times, the power of what is expressed here, it gets more and more, I think, intense and deep. And it has to do with this moment of frustration where the greatest hero of the Iliad throws down the scepter and swears by that scepter, but in a way that tells us everything about not just the Iliad, but the idea of a hero, where the sad thing about a scepter is that it will never grow leaves again.
It's aphthiton.
But the happy thing about the scepter, as you just said, Lenny, is that it's imperishable forever, that because it's made artificial and made artificial by the gods. Here again is a good illustration of how the artificial in ancient Greek song culture can not only be good, it can be very good and can be beautiful. Here's a thing of nature that has been turned into a thing of culture. It's artificial, but it is cosmic, universal. What Achilles says he will do is validated by this scepter, and the fact that he throws it on the ground is an act that makes it parallel to the way Zeus would throw down the thunderbolt. And nothing could mean more, and nothing could have more validation than this one act, which really sets the plot of the Iliad in place. And the basic plot is that while Achilles is sitting it out, the Achaeans will lose and the Trojans will win. That's all there is to it.
Right.
And only in that situation will people start realizing, you're going to miss me. You're going to miss me big time, and there will be a pothe for me. And in the heroic world, we can understand that purely in terms of military need. Achilles is the only one who can help the Achaeans at this point. Well, actually, Patroclus will help instead of Achilles as the body double and then make Achilles the man of constant sorrow, sure. But Achilles is really, really, really needed, and there'll be a pothe for me. But let's switch from the heroic age to the post-heroic age. What he's saying here, you're really going to miss me, applies also to Achilles as a cult hero.
I mean, one of the amazing things is that he doesn't say there will be a pothe for me. He says there will be a pothe for Achilles, as though he was not speaking it, but other people are experiencing it.
That's right. He's already quoting how other people will understand their predicament.
Yeah.
So he's not
it's
just
as though he's absent to himself in a certain
That's
way.
beautiful. Yes, he's absent to himself, and that universalizes this longing for the hero.
Yeah, yeah.
There will be a longing, and it's not just tied down to my time and place.
That is amazing. Yeah. I also love the fact that that the scepter is tied up with the themistes.
Yes, yes, and in fact, you know,
Really important.
I wanted to say something about Themis for a long time. Let me try to say it now, which is in the core vocabulary, I actually translate it not only as divine law, but also cosmic law. I think that helps us moderns understand better that when you're talking about Themis in the singular, it's what makes everything tick.
Right.
And sure, you can say that it's the gods who ultimately make everything tick, but the reality is the cosmos itself. And I think of your research on cosmic sanction as expressed by the word manis. Well, similarly with Themis, it's the way the universe reacts to everything. And then what do you do with the plural of that? I think it's the same way that other abstract nouns, when they are pluralized,
It's like liberty and liberties, right?
can become specific examples of what the abstract is. So Liberty, as you say, Lenny, is abstract, but liberties is specific, concrete examples
Right.
of the abstract. Another one, odium in Latin, hatred. It's just abstract, but odia is specific instances of hateful behavior.
Right.
And here, Themis, cosmic law.
Themistes,
Themistes,
instances of it.
instances of cosmic law making their presence felt, or something like that.
I also love the way she's envisioned as at the table of the Olympians
Yes.
on Olympus. She
Yes.
sits at the right hand of Zeus, right?
Yes, 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 as a female principle,
She's in charge of the way people behave at table, which is a metaphor of the whole.
which is a beautiful metaphor.
of the
Table
whole thing.
manners
Yep.
are a good way of conceptualizing cosmic order.